Meestead in the house. What up, my man? Assuming you're male. That's a male name, you know. You just never know nowadays. There we go. Go on.
I'll tell you what I know. I know that in fact too many kids that begin with pot end up with heroin, then on to LSD. I know that if you drink, you suffer a loss of judgment if you drink to excess. But I also know that judgment returns when you sober up. I know, and so do you, when you flip out on an acid trip, you never know when you're gonna slip out again. This is now, Bentley, not a couple of years ago. We've had time now to see and study the effects of LSD. People who haven't had a dose in weeks sail out on another trip. They never know when. The minute they drop one acid capsule or ingest it in any way they bought the farm, they've lost any chance to depend on and even restore that most precious of all inner senses, judgment. And in my way of thinking, without judgment, you might as well be dead. Your brain is, so why not the rest of you?
What up, Jax? Cone. What up, Cone?
Marijuana is the flame, heroin is the fuse, LSD is the bomb. Try to equate liquor with marijuana, mister, not with me. You're not. You may sell that jazz to another party. You can bet he'll turn out a stick or two on marijuana.
Yo, shot package. What up, man? First time in chat. Love to see it. B20 in the house. We got Valley in the house. How we all doing? Gotta warm up, you know? We always gotta warm up. Gotta always have a warm-up song. This is like a workout. I'm throwing only blue cards. Thank you for that follow. I'm throwing a lot of information at you, fam. I'm gonna be throwing a lot of information at you every single stream. I don't expect you to learn it all. There is a VOD, a recorded VOD that comes up in the Twitch profile. That Twitch profile has the recording of this stream. You may not be able to hear the intro because I'm taking copyrighted music and listening to it, but who gives a fuck about the intro? All right, you can always go study these. Consider these every single one a class. A class for you to get better. A class for you to have an opportunity to get better, okay? There is lots of alpha out there, fam. I am not the only person that does this on a daily basis, or I would say a few times a week. There's a lot of alpha out there. There is no excuse for you to become stagnant. There is no excuse for you to become comfortable. I am never comfortable in this market, fam. I'm making new charts on the same fucking asset every single day. All the time, every week, fam. You guys gotta realize, fam, it takes dedication to do this, But more so, it's going to take experience to do this, fam. It takes experience more than anything else in the world. You will not become a better trader unless you spend time and invest in your own time, fam. Okay? Invest in your own time. That's what it's about. All right? You need to invest in you. If you're not willing to do that, then it's very likely that you're not going to get better. I'm investing in myself every single day by just spending the time in front of the charts, learning from my mistakes, going over those same mistakes. All right? I am not perfect. I will probably get stopped out today at some point on a trade that I try to take. I take multiple trades a day. You have to decide what type of trader you are. I am here simply to teach. All right, to teach. I'm going to show you it all. You know, do a little of this, do a little bit of that. I've actually recently, Ditos. Oh, Levio, thank you for that follow. I really appreciate that. Really, thank you so much. So listen, I can only hope that I can, teach you all a little something today, a little something tomorrow. Again, I'm going to throw a lot of information in every one of these streams. I'm also going to repeat myself in every one of these streams because the reason I repeat myself is because it's the same rules. Nothing changes, all right? We're not reinventing the wheel. People were able to trade before there was real computers, before there was TradingView. And I provide an old school set type of price action, technical analysis. I hope you can only learn a little something from it. I try to keep it simple. All right. Frankly, right now we're in a downtrend. This is the total. We have lower highs and technically we have higher lows here, but the trend has changed. Okay. For example, here is the 8-hour. All right, I'm going to pull up the 8-hour Bitcoin. It's going to be important to pull up the 8-hour Bitcoin, fam, because this 8-hour Bitcoin provides a lot of good stuff. All right, a lot of good stuff. So, going to get rid of the fibs. We had a nice bearish cross. Okay, for example, when I teach, we have a 21 EMA. That's the yellow one, and we have the light blue is the 50 EMA. There's lots of EMAs and MAs you should use on larger time frames. I only use these two for intraday trades. I can snipe it down as low as the 1, 3 to 5 minute with a cross, whether it's up or down. That doesn't always work. But again, you can use these to identify trend. The 8-hour Bitcoin trend has been going on, fam, since a whopping $27,000, $27,600 exactly. That's when we crossed bullish here on the 8-hour. We've held this 8-hour trend till yesterday, fam. That is pretty important. That is impactful, in my opinion. We're gonna go to lower time frames here because I think it's important to understand what's going on here, right, fam? What's going on? So let's talk about the whole move. I use fibs. If you don't use fibs, well, the algos use fibs, fam. The algos use the EMA and MA. So you should use things that the bots use because the bots tend to run the show. We've seen a nice little pump here, fam. We did about an hour ago. We've seen a nice little pump. I would argue it is not over maybe for the pump, but there's a 60% chance the way it's hanging out right now, unless it pushes in the next 49 minutes. Now, it could easily push in the next 49 minutes, fam. What EMA is that? The 21 EMA and the 50 MA, Invader. We have an exponential moving average, the 21, and then the 50 MA, the 50 is the blue. All right, everyone uses the 50. You got to use the 50. The 50 is like using 2-ply toilet paper. It's a must. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's just talk about this move. All right, we came down to a bottom. We came up to and retraced. All right, we had a really good retracement. Let's talk about that retracement. I think it's important to kind of go over every fib and how we got to where we're at and where we're at, right? Because we are at a spot that could flip long for me, and I'm totally fine with that. Look, the higher we go, the higher short I get before 40, but 238K before 48K. We're gonna get to the fact that I'm still in the strong belief that we're gonna see 38K before 48K. There's always a chance I'm wrong, but let's talk about this and the fib, all right? So up, down, here's a retracement. We hit the golden pocket, close the 4 hour over it, close the 4 hour below it, and then we stayed below it. Okay, we had a little deviation in this golden pocket right here. Really good opportunity to short. Since then, we've been downtrending. Not only have we been downtrending, fam, this is the 4 hour trend. So we were looking at the 8 hour trend. The 4 hour trend has been lost since December 11th. You know, we're right here on December 18th. They're compressed. Okay, I'll say that. That gives opportunity. The compressed EMA and MA give opportunity here. They want to chop people up, fam. Again, I'm not. I don't care which way we go. This is kind of this is the line for me. We get a nice 4 hour break over that, and I want to see like a clean 4 hour break, right? Get a nice 4 hour break below this wick right here, or this line right above this line, excuse me. Then I'm gonna look for longs. So we haven't had the 4 hour trend for a while. This is definitely concerning. I would say this is resistance, right? We broke down at the close last night. You can see this is a perfect wick right here. This is simple TA, fam. This is the level right here that they had to break. They closed the 4 hour. We have been below it, and you can see it acting as resistance. Again, 46 minutes left for this candle to close. I'm not doing anything until this 4 hour candle closes. All right, you could just simply wait 46 minutes. You can't wait 46 minutes for a trade. Go do your thing. You know, like I am simply just gonna wait. All right, there's another thing I'm watching too. We have a huge 8 hour downtrend. Okay, 8 hour downtrend, 8 hour cross. Haven't had that cross for a while. We're gonna get to the 2 week, fam. That's the most important time frame. I should probably be going over that first, but let's talk about this 8 hour. Let's look at the RSI here for a second. This is just, again, simple but effective technical analysis. All right, this is relative strength index. We have a simple trend line here. I can make it look a little cleaner if I wanted to. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but here we are. All right, I'll wait for a clean break of this. I have two, not one, but two confirmations. 8 hour happens to close here in about 40 minutes as well with that 4 hour candle. And people are like, you use the 8 hour time frame. Fam, there's 3 8 hours in a day. There's only three 8 hours in a day. Why wouldn't you use the 8 hour? And the 6 hour has 4 6 hours in a day. I mean, these are important time frames as far as I'm concerned. If you don't want to dice up the day like that and get different looks, because every time frame gives you a different look. All right, here's the 8 hour. Oh, it looks engulfing. Yeah, but let's look at the 4 hour. What's the 4 hour look like? All right, pretty big wick for a 4 hour. And then, like, you know, what's the 6 hour look like? 6 hour looks okay, you know, but still, like, that's the level, clean level right there. They gotta break over. So these are things you got to be looking for. You know, the 6 hour kind of lines up with that same type of trend. Could wait for that. But again, this is a simple way you can kind of get an idea when to enter, and you're trying to find a trade for just simple trend. Let's go to the 2 week, fam. This is the most important time frame you'll ever see. This is it. Perfect. Here's the 2 week, fam. This is the most important time frame you'll ever see. I will start out by saying that I should have looked at this time frame in November. End of November, maybe I did. I didn't look at the levels. Oh my goodness. This is a very clean chart, all right? I'm going to get rid of even these two lines. Those don't really matter. They do, but they don't, all right? So this is a very, very clean chart, fam. We have clean ass levels here, fam. We got clean ass levels here on every 2 week here. We could even throw a 2 week here. Let's go right here. This bot hates me, goddamn. This bot hates you. Courage, at some point you take responsibility and you can't blame the bot. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do, my man. So you gotta, you know, I'll tell you what, I can easily find myself being emotional in this market. And whenever that happens, I step away. That's what it comes down to. You gotta be able to control those emotions. So anyways, let's talk about this 2 week and the clean level. And specifically, let's go back to the bear market, all right? So we had summer 2021. We spent down here in this range. This range you can clearly see is a clean-ass 2 week range. We closed below it here. No acceptance above that line right there. So no acceptance up into this range. We have, look, there's a lot of space right here in between this line and this line at 2 week. You can see we're going to probably fill that out at some point. We didn't even hit it here. Like, we didn't even spend candles down here. This was kind of used as support, this section. But if you look at the clean breaks, fam, the clean breaks on the 2 week. First off, this 2 week has a bigger wick than body. It's green. So we have a positive thing that's green. It's got a bigger wick than body. It's not the best candle. Easily could wick up again. Now we go back over here, summer 2021. We broke up. We accepted the upper mid range. Now we're just going to look at between this line, all right, and this line. And look at this range back in summer 2021, right? Boom, here, rejection, accepted, above it. You could argue this 48.965, any 2 week break above that, I'm looking at new highs. I'll just simply wait for a 2 week above 48.965. I'm looking at new highs. In fact, I'm looking to that get tapped. You can see this is a clear area. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I expect to happen now, this mid-range here, January and February of 2022, all right? January, February 2022, we lost it here. You can see this, like, clean kind of break, acceptance below this level. This line should probably be just a tad higher, but regardless, bearish candle. It might have held support there for a second, but it lost it. This was the acceptance, and we spent 1, 2, 3, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, excuse me, 2 months in this middle range. 2 months we spent in the bear market, this middle range, before breaking up, kind of testing that high. Again, you could probably lower this a little bit. It doesn't really matter. I'd probably put it. So this is how you do this. Probably put a wick here. You know, that's an important wick. And then I like to do the other wick, the other bodies here, and just kind of throw a line there, right? And this kind of gives you a tighter range. You could throw a line here. Look, no acceptance above this line right here. 1, 2, 3. Look how clean this line is. No acceptance above this line is even more confirmation we're not going to see 48K. All right, we need to come down here and bounce. You see how we kind of came down here, bounced, and then took off. Like, we need a bounce down here, and the bounce area I would say is definitely. I mean, we could see a really nice deep bounce if they wanted to take it. I don't know if they need to take it that low, but you know, somewhere around that 36, 37, 38K, I think is the more probable. You could go as low as 33K though, fam. I mean, look how low this wick is. This wick right here is 33K. This is a spot wick too. This is Bitstamp. 34K. They could go for a deeper bounce, but again, these deeper bounces happened kind of from the top coming down. They really needed to hold it here, so they weren't going to go anywhere. I'd argue they needed these deeper bounces. So 36, 38K. I think there's going to be a wick below 38K. Don't really care about the CME. So again, going to this 2 week, clearly not accepted above the 42.95, let alone the 43K, which I'd argue the 43K is the level you got to get acceptance above. All right, here's our first wick down. Here's a clear 2 week acceptance above that 43K. All right, we didn't even get close to 43K, let alone I would have considered closing my shorts. Not even flipping long. I would have considered closing my shorts here at that if we had closed the 2 week over 42.95. If we closed the 2 week over, we were kind of hanging out there at that 42K level. yesterday, right before the close, if you guys remember. To me, it's still weak. We're still downtrending, all right, fam? Still downtrending. So let's go to this one, this chart. So again, get a 6 hour, even a 6 hour close over the 41, this level 41,538. So they can do it in a couple time frames. They could do it at the 4 hour. I'm gonna watch this 4 hour. If it's close, then I might take the long, but if it's not close, I'm gonna probably take the short. This is just a kind of a dead cat bounce. There's some things I want to show you with the volatility, at least for now, and the volatility isn't going to expand really for that 8 hour and 4 hour. Like this is expanding, but this is kind of expanding in the worst way possible. We're still kind of macro compressing on the 4 hour. You guys see that? Here's the histogram. We're kind of macro compressing. We're still, this simple moving average right here, this white line, is still compressing. We haven't really seen the big move happen yet. And the fact that it's not happening we're expanding a little bit up, don't get me wrong. But if you go to that 8 hour where we have this bearish cross where this is simply fighting this 8 hour cross. This 8 hour cross, again, we had this 8 hour trend since 27K. This 8 hour is really, really compressed. It's engulfing. I think that's good. I think right now, as long as it stays under 41.6, you don't have a 4 hour candle above 41.6, 41.538, 41.6, really. It could get really close to that 41.540 in 36 minutes, and we'll be like, all right, yeah, let's long it. But let's look at some lower time frames and kind of get a hint at it, because the volatility and the EMAs will kind of, we're compressing on this red candle currently, so they're holding it here for now. Alts are probably not holding up as well, and that's going to be a big sign. So Solana looks pretty bearish here. Weakness, no follow through right here in these 5 minute candles on the 21 EMA, the 5 minute. They are holding it here, kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make a decision. Yo, Dan, thank you for that follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the Octopus P EMA's 12 and 21. Yeah, I mean everyone's different. Octopus. I use the 21 EMA and the 50 MA. All right, and I simply use that to. You gotta understand why you're using the EMA and MA. You gotta understand why you would use a 12 and 21, why you would use a 10, why you would use the 100 MA. Why you would use the 200 EMA and MA. The larger ones, the bigger ones, are not for like intraday trades. If I'm looking for a giant swing, I'm looking at those hundreds, 200s. I'm still looking at the 21 and 50, but the hundreds and 200s will kind of give you an idea of when the trend is slowing down. I could go over all that stuff. I'm not going to do that stuff today. I use all those time frames. I use all those EMAs and MAs that I just listed right there. But to keep it simple in the trading aspect, I just simply use my 21 and 50. If I'm looking at like macro trend and I'm trying to look at, I mean, again, fam, we're dumping here. We're dumping here. I favor shorts right now with Bitcoin under this level. Not even holding the 21 EMA. They're holding it here. I mean, I would tell you, I'd tell you this. You could short it now, and then in 35 minutes, they could pump it over the line. Or you could just wait the 35 minutes. I'll tell you that. Like, that's just what... But alts right now are not looking good. If I go to let's just talk about alts for a second. The difference between the structure of alts and Bitcoin, all right? Alts have made a lower low. Alts have made a lower low. Holding up on this 50 MA, compressing on this 12-hour candle. In fact, this 12-hour candle never started expanding, even at the top right here. All right, we're still rejecting underneath the golden pocket. Because on this one, we never made a new low. It's a double bottom, if you call it that. 1, 2, we got double bottom on total too. We totally got a double bottom. That's what this is. Even though we have these two other wicks here. I hate that term. I hate the double bottom term, but we have a double bottom on total too. And we have a lower low. The structure's completely different on alts, which is not good if you're in alts and a shitload of spot alts than it is Bitcoin. But the difference here, and this is where they're getting everybody. They got a higher high here, and as long as they hold that higher high, I admit this is why at 41K I was closing shorts this morning in the Discord. I said, I admit, like, listen, fam, they could go up here if they wanted to. It ain't looking great, but they could go up here if they wanted to. The fact that we're still dipping on this 5-minute, and this is compressing, and it's compressing, they're just holding it. There's no demand here right now. They're just holding it up, fam. That's what it looks like to me. They're just holding it up. Slow bleed. I'll probably get in shorts when we lose 41K, or obviously this 4-hour candle significantly closes under this line. Like if we're closing down here on the 4-hour, 41.3, 41.4, easily, fam, I'm shorting this. It's really clean PA. I waited a long time, two and a half months, man. Fam, I waited a long time for range bound, and I said to myself, well, look, we're hanging out the weekly open. Not a good look. Losing that weekly open is bad. We'll see if we can hold it. I said to myself, when we get range bound, I'm going to fucking crush this market. And that's exactly what I was dedicated. All right. I lost some money shorting this shit. Okay. I lost some money shorting this shit. So I knew survival was the play. Wait for some range bound, and now I'm gonna just range bound this shit all the way back down here. All right, because we're coming back down here. This all gets filled. I don't care who the fuck you are. This all gets filled, and probably then some. All right, this is all gonna get filled. All of this. Eventually, it gets filled before the real bull market goes. That all gets filled. I don't know what to tell you. So look, fam, these are times where you have to take advantage of this market. And I'm not talking about rushing into a trade right now. I'm talking about the volatility, fam, is so good. Here we go. Maybe they're going to bounce it here on the 5-minute. They're just sucking in some more shorts, maybe. But again, let's talk about. Everyone's like, well, they gotta take out more shorts, and I go, dude, they took out shorts for 2.5 months. They don't gotta they don't have to do shit. Be honest. With shorts, they've absolutely destroyed shorts. I wonder how many people are shorting the market. All right, here we go. Besides OKX, which has some, oh, that's not correct. Let's look at this real quick. All right. Yeah, which besides OKX, which seems to be short on Sol, XRP, Avalanche, Cardonia, DOT, and Matic. A lot of things. Wow, OKX is the entire market's positive funding. So it looks like OKX might have some whales over there. I don't. That's interesting to me. The funding is not that short. This is the only shorts, fam. This is the only shorts. Look at this. This is ridiculous positive funding on Binance. Still 3%, 3.5%. But again, that's kind of interesting. This is the first time I've ever seen shorts in a few weeks pop up on funding. So that's interesting to me. But regardless, it's mostly a positive. I would say it's positive. This could clearly just be whales taking the turn. This could be like the Bitfinex of the days. So checking that funding is really important. Just wait for this 4-hour close, fam. Let's see if they save it. They got plenty of time, 30 minutes. And again, there's so many opportunities. You're not going to have this opportunity to this volatility all the time. So definitely looking for opportunities. Let's see where we're at in some EMAs and MAs. All right, so we're hanging out under this 30. If they could cross this 30 on the Solana, that's usually a good long play. So that's 21.50. The fact that they're cooling it down 30 minutes before the close could definitely have a pump here. Let's look at Bitcoin here and look at that 30-minute trend. All right, so can they cross these? Right? Can we get that 30-minute to close over 41,538? And let's go real quick, check out stocks. I think I always look at S&P. Oh, that's delayed now. I'll just look at this one. I'll look at my futures one. But all right, we're at all-time highs, still chilling there. Compression on this daily for now. Are they going to blow by this level and this expands up? If that happens, definitely could see a Bitcoin pump. That could be interesting. This is compressing currently on this daily. This is bearish to me for now, but this can change very easily. The volatility meter changes very easily in very low volatility terms. It changes very easily when it wants to for S&P. Like it will. This is bearish, yes, but you know, we still have that compression. All right, let's go to BNB because I was definitely excited for this one. Did not close over the 2-week level, fam. Really disappointed to BNB. I closed this long at 244. Announced in the Discord. That's where my stop loss was. Way like at 250. I announced that. So this was a very disappointing one. Just the fact that we're going to go over a few things, and it still has a chance to run. I think it's going to have to be the wipeout first before BNB runs. Could see a wick lower down here. I would love to see that dump, but it's up to Bitcoin, I think, at this point. Here's the 2-week, fam. Here's the 2-week level they had to pass. You know, at one point, we longed low 230s. Let's see, what was the low today? 232. That would have been a good long. That would have been a really good long, to be honest, at 232. The fact that we, you know, longed the lows and we were hanging out above the 2-week 21 EMA, above the 2-week resistance at one point last week, and things were looking positive, was a positive sign. I'm not going to lie. But I think, let's see here. Let's look at this weekly. All right, so it held the 21 EMA. BNB probably looks better than most of these alts. So here's BNB's weekly. I don't think there's a... Here's Solana's. Here's Inge's. Inge looks really, obviously really good. Get rid of some shit. Inge's weekly looks really good. We'll get to Inge here in a second. XRP looks like shit, and not just looks like shit, fam. Wow, this is really clean for XRP. I would say, yeah, I'd say that XRP is going lower, if I were to guess. Yeah. So XRP is kind of a good sign, fam. This looks really bearish, and we were talking about how much alts are way more bearish chart. Total 2 is way more bearish than Bitcoin. So this looks really good for a possible swing to the trend line. 50, yeah, this looks really good. I'll tell you what XRP is going to do. It's pretty clean here. They're just going to do this. They're not ready to break out. I would long for a trade, and I'll have to watch this, assuming we get the dump to 38K. I think 30K, 8K is coming before 48K, fam. You saw that 2-week chart, very clean. But again, we come down here to the 50, right? The 50 MA. And I'll take longs all day down here. This trend line has been going on since Timbuktu. This is kind of like the BNB trade, right? For BNB, for me, I don't see us closing. You know, these are tight. These are ready to get a move over the 50 MA. But I think BNB is like one of the better longs because it's going to hold up better. Inge held up really well yesterday. I'm going to go to Inge here because I took a short last night and it just... And I'm going to show you why I took a short, and it's just now going up. It's kind of a crazy trade, but we TP'd well in profit this at some point. Excuse me. All right, Inch. We have a compressed 12-hour and a pretty godly looking 12-hour. This could easily got up. This could chat up, fam. This is a really clean look. It's not, I would say, over. One thing you're going to want to look at when using the volatility indicator is larger time frames. So first thing I'm going to do, and checking out this volatility. Now, Inch has not been around forever. It's not going to have like a 2-week volatility. It barely has a 1-week volatility, but the 1 week has some expansion, okay? But as far as like the bigger move, see how the simple moving average, we haven't really had the expansion, okay? It could come this weekly, could definitely come this weekly, but let's go to the daily. This is the one I think we need to watch. So normally, when you're looking at this volatility indicator, all right, let me teach you a little bit about the volatility. I love teaching about this. Normally coming off of a daily, now we're talking about the daily time frame here. Normally coming off of a daily expansion like this, we had a compression here, right? Look at the compression too. This is a perfect long signal. I mean, absolutely perfect. You use the volatility, right? We have compression here on a red candle. That looks bad, but it held support. So not only did this weekly hold, or this daily, excuse me, hold support on Inch right here. This is the go to the long. We had compression on this red candle. They held it here. Okay, it was absorbed. All that selling off. They just put bids here. They just shook people out. And then they expanded. Really sexy move, fam. Sexy move by Inch. Here, look at this expansion. Healthy expansion. Good color. Okay, came up, hit some resistance. We're in price discovery, fam. I will admit that. That's and this daily right here coming off of expansion like this is bearish. This daily is bearish. All right. Are they going to sweep the highs? I don't know, but I think sniping this guy's low time frames. In fact, it could be right here. Let's go. Let's look at some fibs here. This is going to be maybe a trade I'm taking right friggin' now. I'm not even pull up Teal Street. I gotta take this trade. Holy shit. All right. We're going to talk about why I'm going to take this trade. All right. So let's talk about fibs. Here it is. All right. 786. Let's look at Bitcoin, 41,370. We said Bitcoin was bearish under 41,500 ish, 1040, right? We got 10, it's 1040, 20 minutes. So we're going to wait for that Bitcoin close here. And we're going to look at small time frames, like really, really small time frames, man. Right? And we're going to look at RSI. And we're going to look at, we're going to put the volatility down here. We'll look at RSI. All right. So we have, look, bearish divergence right here on the 1 minute. I mean, that may not, oh, they're fucking pumping Bitcoin. Hold on, this is going to be interesting. But this is what Bitcoin was doing yesterday. It would pump and then kill alts that were pumping like Inch. All right, 5 minute, not bearish divergence. You know, it's a little early to take this Inch trade. All right, let me see here. But like, I'm just gonna take like a $1,500 trade. We're gonna watch Bitcoin too. This is gonna be interesting. That's not the time frame I want. Jeez. All right. All right, we had a 1 minute cross on Bitcoin. That's what sent us down. All right, they're fighting the 3 minute, but what's the 3 minute look like? All right. This is gonna, let's see if this works. I'm not taking the in short yet. Here is Teal Street. I love this. Okay, we're gonna do, I decided, because I'm getting a lot of questions about Teal Street. I'm gonna do a whole stream on Teal Street, and I'm gonna use a I'm gonna make another account and add an exchange like Femex or something. I'll use my Femex account and I'll like show you how to set it up. But there's like tutorials and help to do all that stuff. But this is one of the safest platforms. This is probably the safest platform, and this is one of the best platforms. The fact that you can just go in here and I can literally just hit, you know, market sell. I could set bids. It has all these hotkeys. Check this out. So buy at clicked price. So you just hold A, buy at clicked price, sell at clicked price, place stop loss at this price, place take profit at this price. You hold one key on your keyboard. Bracket orders, market buys, you know, place buy order, duplicate orders, ladder. You can ladder in. It's got like ladder strategies. I think I've got to take this. I'm gonna go conviction here. I do think that as long as Bitcoin crashes, that Inge has a really good daily sell signal, fam. So that tells, to me, Inge just looks like it's distributing today, and it's gonna like go up and down, and it's gonna end down. That's how Inge looks to me. I understand like the daily looks great and all, but you know, we're gonna lose this 3 minute. That'll cross down. That'll send Bitcoin lower. Not really the best look, but look again here. You know, this is a 5 minute time frame. Lose this trend, break down here. This is a really good short for me. I'm bearish, right? I'm macro bearish, and as long as we don't break that 41.5 on Bitcoin, I really like this trade. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. I might get screwed here on this in short, but the last night it did last night the 12-hour again. Let's go to the 12-hour Inge. Let's talk about this. This is 5 minute. Yeah, talk about the 12-hour Inge. Here we go. 12-hour Inge, and this is still compressing, although it looks really good right here. Still compressing. Clear resistance. Look at all these wicks. Looks like distribution. Imagine if you're longing this, fam. Imagine longing this and you have no clear acceptance above here yet. You're mad. Like, you know, I'm putting my stops high. I think this is a good swing with potential, assuming Bitcoin, and again, Bitcoin is not will, but it looks like it is going to close under that 4 hour. This is pretty bearish. So again, lower time frames. They got that 3 minute cross kind of going on. Look, they're just kind of squeezing it. I mean, they're gonna trap both sides, right, fam? Like they're gonna trap both sides. But I think right now they're just trapping longs. People are just longing this to tits. Longing. Everyone's longing. Everyone's just longing every pump, and they're gonna continue to trap the longs. So yeah, everyone thought this was gonna be another breakout pump for Inge. Probably everyone thought you know, Bitcoin's gonna break out after a really aggressive, like the first 1 hour candle. You know, maybe. I don't like the fact the 4 hours closing under here. Let's see how this Bitcoin closes. This is gonna be really important to me. All right, music time, because I have somebody upstairs cleaning and it's loud. Oh, it's alt time. Put some alts up in chat. Put some alts up in chat. Yo, Jazz, okay. Solana has the same bearish look. It's 12-hour compression. 8 hour compression, or no, actually 8 hours expanding. 8 hour looks pretty good. but it's gonna have a 4-hour bearish cross, and that 4-hour bearish cross hasn't happened since where is it? $58. So this is pretty big, you know. Long here, $56. Close here at $71. Short when you see these compressed and you lose it, right? Like this. Short. This move produced. This is a 4-hour too. I mean, it was better scalping. It's better scalping Solana on the 30-minute. 30 minutes like god tier. I'm not even lying. It's some god tier. Let's say you short it again. I look for these shorts before they happen, so like I'd probably be shorting like around here, we'll call it, and could have got like a 13, 14, 15% move. Let's talk about the 30-minute Solana real quick because it's really a good time frame. Really good time frame. Alts could run. Is Inge running? No, it's not. Okay. Hold my shoot. This 30-minute, 12 minutes left for Solana. If they cross this 31 again, I'd probably long. And the reason for that is because look at how this 30-minute plays. Short the 30-minute here. We're just gonna talk about the short. 6% move. Long. You see this getting tight. You're closing above the 50 MA. Like again, we close above this 50 MA and they do some shit like this. This is probably what it's gonna be for Solana. This is exactly. I could see this being very similar. So new highs. I don't know about that, but I could see something like that. And that would make sense. This is what we're probably going to be doing all the way down. Yeah. You know, go up here, golden pocket, 786. Could go to the bigger golden pocket, right? Which is right there. That's $74, $75. That's a major level of kind of supply. You can see 1, 2. We were above it for a little while, below it, above it, below it. Telling you, like this looks really bad. Lower lows. You know, we'll see. Look at Bitcoin's looking bearish, fam. My in short is kind of printing, you know, up 1%. It took a small position, only took $1,500 bucks, $1,500 position, fam. So it's not like it's on 25x leverage. It's not like I'm going crazy. But again, if this is the top of Inge, right? Like, where is it gonna go? It's gonna be going pretty deep, right? So I'm trying to snipe some scalps that hopefully turn into some bigger swings. Like yesterday, we got some beautiful Solana shorts. We got the Bitcoin short. We got the Inge short eventually. You could have actually scalped in shorts yesterday. It was friggin', you know, look right here, you know, no LARPing, live trading, you know, if it's fucking $10 or $15, fam, you know, this is what you want to see your favorite influencer online on Twitter doing, on X. Pepe Dodge, let's pull up Pepe Dodge. You want to see these guys trading, fam. If they're not trading their setups, then fucking don't follow them, man. Like, yeah, I can make fucking ridiculous calls all days. FET to $2. AI, FET to $2. Am I going to be right? Yeah, eventually I'm going to be right. Did I take the trade? Probably not. I'm not going to spend my money on a fucking 45-cent fake AI crypto coin. 10 minutes to 4-hour close, fam. 10 minutes, pretty good 4-hour here, I'd say. Went up there, hit that resistance. Really good look, fam. Really good look. Can't, you know. I'm gonna go over those alts. Give me a second. Really good look here. This is a dope song, man. I'm like killing it with this music. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look up some charts. Those charts. Jeez, I never thought I'd get another in short up here. No, Octopus, I do not use dominance because Tether dominance is not the only coin. There's coin, there's USDC, there's FDUSD, there's all types of stables. That's just, I don't use that chart. All right, Doge is a very scary chart, fam. I mean, it's all these charts look bearish. You know, we're gonna have an 8-hour close that came down here, wicked, was probably much higher. It looks like shit. Bitcoin, obviously, let's look at the 8-hour. It's not gonna look good. 8-hour was engulfing bullish and yeah. Very comfortable in this in short right now. Very comfortable in this in short. Damn, I didn't think, I'm so happy. I didn't think I'd fucking get another in short above 33, fam. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier, fam. Oh my God. All right, let's go back to that 2-week, fam. Let's look at, all right, I'm gonna go over Pepe here in a second. Let's go back to that 2-week. All right. We've lost the weekly open so far. We got a 4-hour candle that's gonna look pretty bearish at 41,278. 8-hour candle looks bearish. 8 hours compressed, okay? We're gonna have some type of expansion now, probably in the next 8 hours. That expansion is likely to be down. The 2-week, fam, let's talk about the volatility, because the 2-week has some sexy buy that dip volatility, fam. Buy that dip volatility. This is gonna be a great opportunity to long. You think I'm bearish? You're fucking crazy, dude. This, I wanna see this, and this is in the next 2 weeks. All right, we're gonna see a ugly looking red 2-week candle. All right, let's go to this one. Let's go to this chart. Oh, this is gonna get nasty here in a second. I should have took more shorts. Fuck. Should take a Bitcoin short too. Jesus. Okay, hold on. I'm not taking them right now. I'm trying to prove a point. Don't FOMO into that shit, but. Oh my goodness. All right, so this can play a few ways. This can stay flat like this, and we stay right above 40.6. I doubtful. All right. I think this candle, what I believe this candle is going to do on the 2-week, this is absorption, okay? And I've seen this a million times. I know the signature expansion. We're gonna go down here and hit this box. Why are we gonna hit that box, Savage? Well, simply because it's the daily support, all right? We built a nice base here, all right? This is a beautiful, beautiful box. Give me a wick in that box. And we're gonna bounce, fam. Everything's gonna bounce. We're gonna definitely long everything. Everything's gonna bounce, but I'm not saying they're gonna bounce to new highs, but they're gonna bounce. Yo, Sizzlack, thank you so much. What EMAs are in your God tier in your opinion? The 21 EMA and the 50 MA are just the two I use for trading. I'll in another stream, and hopefully I'll put it in the subject, you know, I'll remember to do that, but I'll go over all the EMAs and MAs. I used to do classes like that all the time, and like a year ago, but anyways, here we are, fam, right? Doom, daily. We got the 50 MA here on the daily. We closed too tight, in my opinion. to think this is bullish and we're going to hold the 21 EMA. So I think this is, to me, this is kind of failing. We see that 4-hour confirmation. This is pretty ugly with 3 minutes left. Let's see how this in short. Yeah, great. Anyways, we're going to go down to here and see this box. We're going to blow right through that CME gap at 39K. I think this is their first stop. All right. We're going to see that. Let me go back to that 2 week here. So again, this is a buy the dip 2 week. Buy the dip 2 week. All right. It could also look like this. Right? Look at the compression here on the 2 week. But again, I think this is going to be a buy the dip 2 week to this box. You'll come down here. So 2 weeks, think about this. This is till the end of the year. We're going to get down here and we're going to hang out here and everyone's going to be calling for 33K at between 38 and 39K, right? And then we're going to bounce aggressively. And we're going to clean that candle up. And I think we're going to, as long as we close over that 42, 43K area, 42, 43K area, as long as we close over that, that's going to be bullish. Close over this. So down, this is 2 weeks, fam. Down and up. In 2 weeks, we're going to go down. It's going to be by the friggin' dip right there. I'm telling you right now, 37, 38K, 37.6, 37.631, fam. That's the level I want to see. That 37, wicking at 37. Pepe. Let's go over Pepe real quick. Just... All right. What is this? No. All right. Oh, I need some music. All right, here we go. What a 4-hour close, fam. What a 4-hour close. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What a 4-hour close, fam. Not even just that, fam. We're losing. We're closing below the 21 EMA after getting it. 30 seconds left. Let's look at total 2. This is alts. Didn't even close over the 21 EMA. Also compression on the 12-hour. Man, what a beautiful. This is. Imagine longing that shit, dude. I just waited. I mean, you could have longed it for a scalp. Don't get me wrong, because I don't want to hate on scalpers. I just think, like, imagine longing that first 2 hours of a 12-hour candle, thinking it was the bottom on compression. We had compression on the 8-hour. I just can't imagine having longed that, thinking we were going to new highs. You know, to each their own, though. For opening, closing, hedging, and such, what love yours. Yeah, at Teal Street you can just like Inge is just gonna sit up here for a while. I'm okay with it. Let's see. Hold on. I want to see how the 4-hour close. All right, let's check out that 4-hour. Huh. There's the 1 hour. Ooh. The 8 hours is what I care about. Yes. See this, fam? That's expansion down. This is your pivot candle. It's green. So you have to go kind of, usually you go the opposite of the color. I can explain the candles and the system. It just takes experience. This could go up. It could go up, you know. I just don't think it is. We're, as long as we're under 41,526, it's over till 38. Okay. Like 38K flat, 37.6 would be nice. Just thankful, you know. I'm just feeling thankful right now that I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling really good. Like we just don't, we're not seeing any oomph, you know what I'm saying? We're not like oomphin', you know? We're not like, what's it doing? What's Bitcoin doing? Right? It's just holding. Let's check out Bonk. Oh, we gotta do Pepe, hold on. I keep getting distracted. Yo, only reason I got my face cam off today, fam, is because I'm sick. I got a cold, so I look like shit. I just didn't want to do the face cam today. You know, I have no problem showing my face. We had the 3-day close yesterday too. Oh, Pappy looks. No, look at this. We're going here. This is kind of my. We're hitting this. Like, that's a long on Pepe from me. 100%. You know, that looks really good. Just move this down a little bit, but like fill this, you know, fill this area. This is a pretty good fair value gap right here. This is a massive fair value gap right here. So just fill this up, and we're down to long, you know, long some Pepe there. I think Pepe looks like shit though. It's on the 3-day 21 EMA. That means the dailies are about to cross. It's expanding down. Pepe is probably a good short. Meme line looks broken, right? Yeah, meme line looks broken on Pepe. I would say possibly shorting some Pepe soon. Wow, this is a really good chart, fam. Pepe's bearish. This is a good short. This is a good short right here. This is a really good short. The problem is with small coins, right, is that they're volatile, so you're gonna have to have these wide stops. But again, for like a swing, you know, hold this thing for a week or two. I mean, it could get right there. We're talking about 32% move down. And it will move quickly because this 21 EMA and the 50 MA cross, it will move quickly. This is a very interesting chart because I feel like if Pepe's over, then other things might be over too. Like Bitcoin's just holding. Looks really bad. Man, we're getting some good music right now. It's funny, I've been telling everybody I'm just looking to short bounces. Yeah. Can't lose her. Thanks for not showing face. My girl is watching. Can't lose her yet. Oh, pub stopper. That was brutal, bro. That was brutal, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Man, it's been a good chat today, man. 40 people, 40 plus. I couldn't be happier that I could listen, fam. At the end of the day, I love teaching. I just want to teach more people what I know, hopefully help people you know, change their lives. And that's it. I think everyone, like, I just want to add some value to people and show them what I see trading wise and try to keep it simple. I try to keep it simple in the teaching terms, you know, so If I'm ever too quick or complicated, please tell me. I think feedback's the best thing you could give me, honestly. Oh, Valley, thank you. Is it printing? Yeah, dude, in Valley, it's just about seeing it when it's happening. It's just about seeing it when it's happening. Books look pretty heavy. No, God, I gotta think Teal Street again. I mean, it's just been, that's the third snipe I've had. I'm gonna take a Bitcoin short. Probably right here. But anyways, fam, mad love. I appreciate all you. I will be back tomorrow, same time, New York Open. I mean, I was a little late today because I was sick, but I'm hoping I'll get better. Be back at the New York Open tomorrow. Join the Discord again, fam. Here it is, Discord. You know, trade with me. Go trade with me. I don't know if that works. I'm getting, my Nightbot doesn't work anymore, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix my Nightbot. All right, that sucks. All right, mad love though.